Do you want to improve your English while traveling the world through conversations? You're in the right place. Welcome back to the MA English channel, where learning English is fun and practical. In today's video, we're taking you on a journey through two exciting conversations where we'll explore stunning tourist spots and learn how to talk about our vacations in English. But that's not all. Stick around as we head over to the whiteboard to break down the key words and phrases that will help you express your travel experiences like a native speaker. If you're ready to boost your English and enjoy some travel stories, make sure to like this video and hit that subscribe button. Let's get started. Excuse me, sir. Can we take a little of your time for a quick chat?
Oh, sure. What's this about?
Great. We're just talking to people about their summer vacations. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
No problem. Go ahead.
Awesome. First off, what's your name, and what do you do for a living?
I'm Jack, and I work as a software developer.
Nice to meet you, Jack. So, did you get a chance to take a summer vacation this year?
Yeah, I did. I actually spent a week in Turkey.
Oh, Turkey. That sounds amazing. Where exactly did you go in Turkey?
I went to Antalya. It's probably the most famous summer resort in Turkey, and now I can see why.
Antalya, I've heard so much about it. What did you think of it? How was your experience?
It was incredible. The beaches are stunning, and the water is crystal clear. Plus, there's so much history and culture. You can spend the day exploring ancient ruins and then relax by the sea in the evening. It's the perfect mix of adventure and relaxation.
That sounds like the dream vacation. Did you have any favorite spots or activities there?
Definitely. I'd say my favorite was visiting the old town, Kalyasi. The narrow cobblestone streets, the old Ottoman houses, and the little shops and cafes, it's like stepping back in time. And of course, the boat trip along the coast was a highlight. Seeing those cliffs and hidden beaches from the water was just breathtaking.
That does sound magical. What about the food? I hear Turkish cuisine is something special.
Oh, the food was amazing. I'm still dreaming about the kebabs, the fresh seafood, and don't even get me started on the baklava. I think I had dessert after every meal.
I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Did you pick up any new habits or learn something new during your trip?
Well, I definitely picked up a taste for Turkish tea. They serve it everywhere, and it's so refreshing, especially after a long day of sightseeing. And I guess I learned to slow down a bit and just enjoy the moment. The vibe in Antalya is so laid back, it's hard not to relax and take things easy.
That's a great lesson to bring back with you. It sounds like you had an unforgettable time. Do you think you'll go back to Turkey someday?
Oh, absolutely. There's so much more to see. I'd love to explore other parts of the country, like Cappadocia or Istanbul. But for a summer getaway, Antalya was just perfect.
Thanks so much for sharing your experience, Jack. It sounds like an amazing trip, and I'm sure our viewers are itching to book their next vacation now.
I hope so. Turkey is definitely worth a visit.
Well, that's all the time we have with Jack. If you enjoyed hearing about his summer in Turkey, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more fun conversations. Stay tuned, there's another great chat coming up next. Hi there. Do you have a moment to chat with us?
Sure, why not? What's this about?
We're just out here talking to people about their summer vacations. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course, go ahead.
Great. Let's start with your name and what you do for a living.
I'm Lily, and I'm a graphic designer.
Nice to meet you, Lily. So, did you go anywhere exciting this summer?
I did. I spent 2 weeks in Bali.
Bali. That sounds like a paradise. How was it?
It was absolutely amazing. The beaches, the culture, the food, everything was just perfect. It's one of those places that really lives up to the hype.
I bet. What did you do while you were there?
Well, I spent a lot of time on the beach, of course. But I also did some exploring. Bali has these beautiful rice terraces and temples that are just breathtaking. I visited the Tagalalang rice terraces and the Uluwata temple, which is perched on a cliff overlooking the ocean. The views were out of this world.
That sounds incredible. Did you try any of the local activities?
Yes. I took a Balinese cooking class, which was so much fun. We went to a local market to buy fresh ingredients, and then we learned how to make traditional dishes like nasi goreng and satay. And I also did some snorkeling off the coast of Nusa Penida. The coral reefs and marine life there are just beautiful.
It sounds like you really immersed yourself in the experience. What was the highlight of your trip?
That's a tough one, but I'd have to say the highlight was visiting the sacred monkey forest in Ubud. It's this lush, green sanctuary where hundreds of monkeys live. They're so playful and curious, it's like you're walking into their world. Just being surrounded by nature and these lively creatures was unforgettable.
Wow, that sounds like such a unique experience. And what about the food? I hear Balinese cuisine is something special.
Oh, the food was fantastic. I couldn't get enough of the seafood and all the fresh fruits. I think I ate my weight in mangoes and dragon fruit. Plus, they have this coffee called Kopi Luwak that's really interesting. It's a bit of an acquired taste, but definitely worth trying.
It sounds like you had the full Bali experience. Did you bring back any souvenirs or memories that stood out?
I brought back some beautiful handmade jewelry from Ubud and a few Balinese art pieces. But the best memories are just the moments of pure relaxation, like watching the sunset on Seminyak Beach. There's something so calming about just sitting there with your feet in the sand, watching the sky change colors.
That sounds like the perfect way to unwind. Do you think you'll go back to Bali someday?
I'd love to. There's so much more to explore. I only scratched the surface, and I can't wait to go back and see more of the island.
Thanks for sharing your amazing Bali adventure with us, Lily. It sounds like a trip of a lifetime, and I'm sure our viewers are inspired to pack their bags.
I hope so. Bali is truly magical.
Well, that's all for now, folks. If you enjoyed hearing about Lily's vacation in Bali, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We've got more great conversations coming your way, so stay tuned. Now that we've heard about Jack's and Lily's amazing summer vacations, let's take a moment to go over some important words and phrases they used. Understanding these will not only help you enjoy their stories more but also expand your vocabulary, especially when talking about travel and experiences. Here are the key words and phrases from their conversations. 1. Crystal clear. Explanation: this phrase is used to describe something that is very clear or easy to see through, like water or glass. It can also be used metaphorically to mean something is very easy to understand. Example from the conversation: Jack says, "The beaches are stunning, and the water is crystal clear." Here, he's describing the water in Antalya as being very clear and clean. 2. Laid back. Explanation: laid back refers to being relaxed, easygoing, and free from stress. It's often used to describe a person's attitude or the atmosphere of a place. Example from the conversation: Jack says, "The vibe in Antalya is so laid back, it's hard not to relax and take things easy." He's describing the relaxed and calm atmosphere of the place. 3. Stepping back in time. Explanation: this phrase means to experience something that makes you feel as if you're in a different, often older, time period. Example from the conversation: Jack mentions, "The narrow cobblestone streets, the old Ottoman houses, it's like stepping back in time." He's describing how the historical area of Kaliasai in Antalya makes him feel as if he's in the past. 4. Immersed. Explanation: to be immersed in something means to be deeply involved or completely absorbed in it. Example from the conversation: the broadcaster tells Lily, "It sounds like you really immersed yourself in the experience." This means Lily fully engaged with everything Bali had to offer, from the food to the activities. 5. Acquired taste. Explanation: an acquired taste is something that people usually don't like when they first try it, but they might start to enjoy it more over time. Example from the conversation: Lily says, "It's a bit of an acquired taste, but definitely worth trying," when talking about Kopi Luwak coffee. This means the coffee's unique flavor might not be liked by everyone at first, but people could grow to enjoy it. 6. Scratch the surface. Explanation: this phrase means to begin to explore or understand something, but only in a very limited way. There's much more to discover. Example from the conversation: Lily says, "I only scratched the surface," when talking about her trip to Bali. This means she only experienced a small part of what Bali has to offer and there's much more she didn't get to see.